The International Space Station, or ISS, is a modern marvel of engineering and global cooperation. As astronauts from a host of nations advance mankind's research in space, some eagle-eyed Earth-bound viewers believe they've spotted aliens studying us. March of 2017, the International Space Station, 250 miles above the Earth's surface. Two astronauts are on a routine spacewalk to perform maintenance. NASA flight engineer Peggy Whitson films their mission and, in the process, captures something out of this world. A strange object seems to be following. Look closer. It appears to be spinning slowly as if to get a better view. It's visible in the background for almost the entire 7-hour spacewalk. Social media blows up. Many speculate that this is proof of a UFO monitoring the ISS. Author and editor Brad Olson thinks there's an entire ET surveillance network. Some believe the centerpiece is a mysterious satellite called the Black Knight that avoids detection through a cloaking device.
The Black Knight satellite flies a very peculiar rotation around the Earth from pole to pole. So as the Earth spins in that direction, eventually every continent will come underneath where this Black Knight satellite flies.
In 1899, famed inventor Nikola Tesla received a radio transmission that some believe was from the Black Knight. And photos of a strange object like this one taken from the ISS add to the speculation that an alien satellite is orbiting Earth. But if there are aliens spying on us, no one knows exactly what they'd hope to learn.
What they're using it for to monitor the Earth is truly one of the greatest mysteries of our planet.
Now, other footage from the ISS has reinforced the idea that strange things are happening up in orbit. Check this picture out. It's from 2015, when a British astronaut saw 3 lights moving in formation near the ISS. Now, the image is tough to see, but let's zoom in and I'll point out what we're talking about. It's right here, here, and again right here. Strange, right? But before we sound the alarm, let's analyze these images with our experts. Mark D'Antonio studies the spacewalk footage to see if the object could be some kind of satellite.
It actually falls into shadow of the space station a few points in the video. That is something that tells me that it's actually fairly small and fairly close to the space station.
So maybe it's one of the 130 million pieces of space junk circling the Earth. The ISS sometimes has to maneuver out of the way to avoid being hit by that stuff.
If it was space junk, you would kind of expect it to be moving across the surface of the Earth in a different direction. But because they're moving at the same speed through space, it kind of looks like it's something that's paralleling the motion of the International Space Station.
Mick West dismisses the Black Knight spy satellite theory for the same reason. It would follow a completely different orbit from the ISS. And after doing some investigating, D'Antonio thinks this UFO is from the ISS itself.
This particular object was a shield that was supposed to be installed, and they dropped it by accident.
The shield is made of 2-inch thick fabric that's meant to protect the ISS from strikes from space junk. As for those 3 streaks of light, D'Antonio researches that particular ISS mission and notes there was an interesting problem.
There was a leak of a liquid from the Russian sector of the International Space Station. In the final analysis, it turns out that this is almost definitely just urine that leaked out of the Russian sector of the International Space Station.
Our verdict? The UFOs were really a flyaway shield and some Russian urine. Yeah, I said it. But the space junk problem, that's real. In fact, NASA is worried about something called the Kessler syndrome, where so many objects will be in orbit that a collision could cause a whole cascade of smash-ups, producing so much clutter, it would make future launches impossible.